So one of my lovely freedom fighter friends sent me this video, and it really hit it home that we are under immense attack from all angles. And this video is a guy that hooked himself up to an EKG monitor to prove that smart meters affect the human heart. Now, what people don't probably know that you don't have to have a smart meter in your home. It isn't law in New Zealand to have a smart meter in your home. Yet, the electricity companies will tell you that, analog meters are old technology, it's being phased out, it's no longer fit for purpose, all this kind of BS, which is BS, by the way. But when you take a complaint to Utilities Disputes Limited, they'll tell you that a electricity retailer can put the devices in your home, and they can decide whether they put an analog or a smart meter, and there's just nothing you can do about it because it's a business decision. And they can make their business decisions as they like, even though there is now so much proof that smart meters cause harm. Now, I'm going to show you this video just quickly, and I'm going to ask you to stay with me, because this is affecting, and I can tell you that now categorically, I believe that this is affecting not just your heart, but the heart development of your children. This is serious, folks. You really need to stick with me here and see this through, because this may change how you view the smart meter that is pulsing signals, radiation in your home 24/7 and affecting your heart all the time, making it harder for it to do the job of keeping you alive.
Hi everybody, Warren Woodward here. I've got some new evidence that proves smart meters adversely affect the human heart. In this video, you're going to see me connected to an EKG monitor while resting near an Elster smart meter of the type that APS uses here in Arizona. While there is cellular telecommunication coverage here in this rural location, it's low intensity and there are no other sources of EMF in the vicinity. Electric power to the bedroom where I rest is off at the breaker panel. Power to the smart meter is going to be controlled outside of my sight and hearing, such that I won't know when the smart meter is activated. Of course, I wouldn't know how to manipulate my heart rhythm anyway, but these steps are being taken to ensure a proper test. For the record, I am not on medication of any sort, nor do I have a heart condition or any history of one. Yet when the smart meter transmits, the EKG is going to show that my heart rhythm is interrupted. When you look at the results of the EKG, I think you're going to be amazed and startled. This video shifts the debate from whether anyone should have to pay a fee to refuse a smart meter to when does the safety recall start?
So this is a little bit time consuming, so I'm just going to move it on a little bit because it takes a while for them to. So he's lying there and it is being measured around the corner. Right, and there it goes. It's all normal. Boom. There it is. Boom. Look at that. So they're going to explain this now.
I want to introduce Paul Harding of Total EMF Solutions. Paul's here to explain to us just what all this equipment of his is and what it does.
Thanks, Warren. So right here you're watching a laptop that has a program on it where we connected an EKG to you, and we were able to monitor it live while monitoring a high frequency analyzer. This is from Gigahertz Solutions, and a NFA 400, which recorded what the high frequency analyzer was measuring in free space. So we can go back and look at data from the recording on the RF and data that we've collected from the EKG and correlate it with times where your heart was not doing so well, as we can see right here.
So what you're saying is this is the normal heartbeat, and then the transmissions was here where it was all messed up. And this Gigahertz Solutions HF59B picked up the microwave signal and recorded that signal here, and then because you have the signal recorded, you can juxtapose it with this and know that, in fact, that's
correct.
That's when it was, yeah.
Correct. And we saw that happen quite a few times.
Well, thanks, Paul.
My pleasure.
I'd like to introduce Dr. Gilberto Leon, and the doctor's here to explain to us what this EKG strip represents. Doctor?
Yes, thank you, Warren. What we have here is a normal heart rhythm. You have your characteristic waves. P is that little, if you can see by my finger, a little upward, and then the Q is down, and then the R, and then the S, and then the T. P, Q, R, S, T. This represents the electrical activity of the heart and what's happening with the calcium, the potassium, the sodium, all that it takes for the heart muscle to work. And so this measures the electrical activity of the heart. So if we're asking the question, the frequencies from a smart meter have an effect on myocardial function. And what we see here is a great disruption in activity. When the heart would normally be resting down here, all of a sudden there's a massive change in the pattern here. And over time, what is that doing to the heart? The heart is having to work harder, and the patient may not feel such a change. If they are compromised, a cardiac patient, they have a pacemaker, stents, who knows, but this is not a good thing because it silently makes our heart to work too hard, and so you have a fatigue in time with cardiac function.
Thanks, doctor. I would think that, for anybody, even a healthy person, over time you're going to have maybe a chronic issue here because of this stress, right?
Indeed. It's an unnatural sequence of events that we're just not programmed to respond to. It's just unnatural.
Thanks, doctor.
You're welcome.
It's just unnatural. Now, think to yourself, if your kids are having to now, the kid's heart, it's developing, right? So even if it's a baby in a house and the poor baby's heart is trying to grow and develop and it's getting bombarded by this, I mean, how is that going to be good for that baby? How's it going to be good for that child growing up? And then people like us, just normal people, the hearts are being mucked around with. Why? Why do we allow the electricity companies to determine whether a dangerous meter, like a smart meter, gets placed into our homes or not? We are being forced in a weird way by these electricity companies to allow a device into our homes that are harming our kids, that are harming us. Why would we allow that when it's not law for us to have to allow that? I don't understand. Maybe somebody can enlighten me here, but this is just dumb. This is just stupid. Well, why are we not doing anything about this in New Zealand? Because I tell you what, I am having a massive fight now with a electricity company, a big one, about this, and I am losing the fight because I don't have support. So I'm hoping by creating awareness that we can stand together and get rid of these devices that are harming us.